This video is sponsored by ASUS ProArt. 2020 hasn't been the most epic year, by any means, but I'm here to make that all better. The inaugural Negative Feedback's Best Things of the Year 2020 award ceremony. As you can see, I'm dressed for the occasion. This is quite the serious award ceremony, and I hope it's taken as such. I'm going to be presenting you awards for a few different categories of things that have inspired me or have just been my favourite things this year. So, on to the first category. The first award is My Favourite Camera of the Year. A prestigious award. Probably the best award of the whole ceremony. That's why I'm doing it first. Please watch the rest of the video. And you're probably thinking, it's the RZ67. That's the camera he's been using the most this year. He says he likes it all the time. Well, you're wrong. It's actually this camera, the Panasonic Lumix S1H. Quick technical difficulties. Apparently, my microphone transmitter ran out of battery during the shot, so I'm going to dub over it instead. A few months ago now, I sold off my digital stills camera and my old video camera and put the money together to make a fairly major upgrade into my video equipment, in the hopes of pushing me a bit further into making interesting videos. And this is a method I totally do not recommend, but I did the classic, well, if I spend money on it, then I'll have to use it a lot or I'll feel guilty about getting it. But as soon as I used it for the first time, the images I was creating with it really pushed me on to be even more creative with the ways I shot video. The S1H has definitely had a far greater impact on me than I ever thought it would. It feels pretty strange to be excited to use a digital camera again after not really taking any interest in them for the last 4 years. And I think getting this camera and pursuing a bit more video work has been really helpful to my photography as well. Just thinking in a different way about composing, framing, movement, lighting, it all intertwines. And the award for the best photographer of the year, I mean, it's pretty subjective, it's my opinion. I guess all award shows are opinion based, but my winner is Cho Ji-suk. Every time I'm just scrolling through Instagram and one of their posts come up, I realise how bad I am at taking portraits. But that's not even a good compliment because their work is just outstanding. It's incredible. I'm constantly blown away by the kind of imaginative compositions, set designs and props. It's just so good. If you don't follow them on Instagram, you definitely should because it's just amazing. I hope that one day I can kind of muster up a fraction of these photos because I guess you can tell I like them a lot. And the next award goes to this lovely ASUS monitor. This year I made the leap from Mac to Windows, which is something which I put off for like maybe 5 years. I've completely transformed into the boy with the flashing lights on his computer and the 2 monitors that your girlfriend tells you not to worry about. Pretty cool, huh? But jokes aside, this switch has actually been really great. It's been really helpful. Not only have my editing speeds just rapidly increased and I can also just see what I'm doing more of the time because of the new processing power that I've got. Using a professional monitor like this has been greatly effective. It's been so easy working with printing because the color accuracy is just so good and it just makes all my photos look really nice. I'm here to remind you about the competition I'm currently running with ASUS ProArt, Wex and Blackmagic Design. There's amazing prizes on offer, so I definitely want to encourage you to click the link in the description and submit your entries. The photo competition is for single images with the theme of aura. So go out there and take some photos or go through your archive and submit something you've already taken. Also on this coming Tuesday, the 22nd of December, I'm going to be doing a live stream here on this channel, which is the second live stream I've ever done, the first in years. And I'm going to be taking a look through some of your photos and some entries to the competition and just giving you some critique and hanging out. So definitely tune in for that. And remember, submit your entries, please. And the other bonus of switching to PC is that I can play a bunch of games now. I've spent quite a lot of time trapped inside this year, so that's been helpful. So yeah, I spend a lot of time here. And I thought it would be wrong not to shout out this spot because whether it's work or play, 99% of the time this is where I am. And if you're wondering, currently, mainly I'm playing Counter-Strike, trying to go pro. It's definitely not going to happen though. And the award for Best Photo Book goes to Raymond Meeks for Cyprian Honey Cathedral. I think this book is kind of hard to show through a video. I think it's really at its best when you're spending some time with it and really studying it, flicking through it, feeling the images. But I guess I'll try and show you some parts. It just feels like such an intimate series of photos. The book is about home, which is something which I think is incredibly hard to photograph. And it does something which I think is quite hard, which is balancing black and white and colour in the same kind of sequence. But it does it really well. Everything about this book is great, and I would really, really recommend it. Again, I think it's hard to portray through video, but it's won my favourite book of the year, so maybe it's worth buying. Taking a look for yourself. And that wraps up my list of awards of my favourite things. So, congratulations to the winners if you're watching, and congratulations to you to making it to this part in the video. Finally, I'd just like to encourage you to enter the competition with ASUS, which I mentioned earlier in the video. The link is in the description.